who said the fun in games has to stop there? Because we can just roll right in through to the next bit of news. I mean, certainly Palware was the top of that, but hey, we can just how about we 1-2 right into a solid 11% of Riot getting laid off, 530 people.
We are halfway to last year's layoffs, and it's not even the end of
January. So let's go leaderboard.
So
let's go.
There's a really incredibly obvious reason this is happening. And it's because we were all held at gunpoint in our homes for a couple years. So we played a lot of video games and spent a lot of money on video games. And every fucking head of every tech company went, man, this line's going to keep going up forever. Holy shit. It's not like people are in jail.
I mean, I think the writing on the wall for AAA game development has been there forever. The idea that this is just the other shoe dropping, while that has been pretty much just an insane way of making games for the longest while. Is just it's insanely predictable.
People in the chat also point out there's a second reason, which is particularly in the United States, there is no longer 0% interest on business loans. What this meant is that for the past couple of years, money was cheap. So you didn't actually have to make money. You could just borrow more because the interest rate was so low that it was no big deal. But now money is no longer cheap. Now you can't just expand forever and go, well, we'll figure out how to make money later.
Interesting. Okay. So it's also interesting how so this is certainly going down, and when it comes to future fucking updates to the layoff leaderboard that continues as swaths are cut into every company going forward, you have to wonder if, when deciding who to let go and what and where, if anyone that might have whispered anything about a union at some point now has plausible deniability to just completely axe and release. In particular, the details with this Riot one are what they came out and basically said was that they're for as far as severance goes, they're doing a massive severance package where there's 6 months of severance pay, 100% of their annual performance bonus, access to a laptop, and a number of other resources and things.
And you're like, wow, that's really generous. It's almost like the state of California legally mandates that amount.
Is that in fact what that was?
Yeah, dude.
That was mandated. That's
the way they phrased it is look how good we are. We're giving everybody this amount of severance. And it's almost like your company lives in California and you have to.
Oh, incredible. All right. You will continue to see the numbers go up as there has been I want to say an unbeaten combo of layoff stories every week in the year so far.
Every single fucking week. There's also a gamer oriented part to this story. If all you gamers out there. Oh, am I incorrect? It's possible that I'm incorrect, that they are being more generous, but I don't really trust Riot, so I did not give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I should have.
I see.
So if you want some gamer news, Legend of Runeterra, the card game that Riot puts out, is disproportionately affected by these layoffs. They actually talk pretty bluntly that they have never made a fucking dime on Runeterra. It has literally always cost more to maintain and develop than it has ever made back. And it is kind of crazy because I've played a bunch of Runeterra. I know you dipped your toe.
I dipped my toe.
Did you do a week of unlocks? Did you unlock your boxes at the end of the week?
I did a couple days, I think, tops. I don't
Okay,
even,
so here's the thing about Runeterra and the reason why it was so easy to recommend. It was a pretty good card game. And you could buy card packs, but nobody did because the weeklies and the dailies that you would do to get more cards at the end of the week and like, any, random cards, but also, tokens to get whatever card you want was very generous. It was very generous.
Right. I remember you could get almost everything.
It was so generous. I can't find anybody who's bought cards in that game. It's so generous that it doesn't make any money. It's proof you kind of can't sell a not scummy card game because it can't even support itself because it's not scummy enough.
No, if you're selling the game, that you need to add new packs.
It can't be free and also legit.
Yeah.
It needs to be free and scummy or paid and chill.
And you can't have it be free, but then have rates that are earnable, but convenience purchases where the free rate is basically like next to nothing, where it's disgusting.
You need to hit a point at some point in progression in which you're like, oh, I'm losing because I didn't spend any money. And Runeterra never, ever felt that way, dude. I wanted to go back into Runeterra last week, and I talked about the confusion there, and the confusion was about what cards are available. It was not as to whether or not I could get them. I had so much currency saved up over playing like off and on for a couple of months. I could have just purchased with the tokens and currency that I had, just like 2 or 3 completely brand new decks of cards that I have nothing for, and just gotten right back in there and started playing again for free.
Third option, be an IP that you've cared about since childhood. Yes, correct, Asuna. That's the other way that can work too. So when you said disproportionately affects Runeterra, I assumed it was because that 11% was that team.
No, it's not entirely that team, but it got gutted. Like that, they are only going to work on the single player version of Runeterra going forward.
So people, I was gonna say, Yu-Gi-Oh seems to be doing quite well, and people seem to be pretty happy with it. What are they doing that is, working? Is it like is Yu-Gi-Oh the base game free, and then you're buying booster packs in the same way, or is there like maybe is there?
I don't know anything about goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm pointing. Okay. I saw someone in the chat go, Yu-Gi-Oh is scum as fuck.
Oh my god!
That answers
Never mind, because I've had
the rates blow. They are very unhappy. LOL. No, it sucks.
I've had 2 people in real life go like, "Yo, Yu-Gi-Oh's pretty chill. Actually, you should really consider checking it out." To me, over the last month or so, and I was like, "Huh, I wonder what's up with that." Okay.
Well, there you go. There it is. There it is.
Instant. All right, perfect.
It's Wooly, like the digital or collectible card game racket is so wild, because the game that I'm like, oh man, I really like playing that card game, and that's the only thing I ever heard about it. Dead. But the one that everyone in our chat is like, that game's scum as fuck, I'm so mad, it'll live forever.
How's that Marvel Snap doing?
Oh fuck. Marvel Snap's really smart because you get tons and tons and tons and tons of cards for a long time, and then you hit a fucking brick wall, and you are like, it goes like every single day you unlock a new card for like 90 days, and then it's like, oh, maybe you'll get one new card this week, maybe.
But the money is going into the cosmetic shit as well, right? With those like
you can buy fucking cards.
The card skins and shit that you were describing was okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going on there. But hey, there's always ways to recoup costs. For example, one might.
Oh wait, hold on. I saw someone in the chat. Marvel Snap is also really bad right now. They nerf the new cards as soon as they can be attained by the free-to-play players. So So they're only good if you bought them with cash.
Oh, wow. Actual privilege.
Oh, it's so
Actual
gross.
paid privilege. And you can just say, no, it's a balance change. What's the big deal?
That's what they do say.
Fuck
I've seen
off.
that, and I didn't realize that what was happening.
Oh, that's so
They were like,
disgusting.
well, now that then they'll be like, well, the card's going out into the meta, and it's going to be more
pieces
widely
of
available,
shit.
so we really need to give it another balance pass.
That's so scummy. Yeah, just had to make some adjustments. Yeah,
Yeah,
All right.
the health of the game.